Hey guys, my name's Justin, and welcome to Hellsboro. We care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do too, make sure to subscribe. Alright, so for today's video, I am very excited to do yet another update video. I think it's so important for when people make these kinds of investments. I think it's so important to make sure we hold on to them, use them for as long as possible. With doing these update videos, what I want to offer is a little bit of peace of mind, if I can, that yes, the product you're buying, the quality is there, it's good. Of course, depending on how you treat it, versus sometimes there's manufacturer defects, etc, blah blah blah. But I want to talk about this bad boy. Oh my god. I will say I have kind of abused this bag a little bit. What happened here though? Oh, I let something sit on it for a couple days. It'll go back. But yeah, I wanted to do an update on my black Telfar, which is my workhorse, having it for 4 years and using it every day for the past couple years at least. Carry a 20 pound, not really, a 5 pound, I don't know, maybe more than that, laptop in it every single day when I go to work. I'm not kind to it. I throw it on the ground. So if you are not familiar with my bag review type thing videos, I break them up into 5 categories: design, durability, comfort, investment value, and impact, visual impact. Also, I'm pretty sure I said comfort, not comfort. I kind of look at all the angles. I pull in my personal experience, all that kind of stuff, and just try to help you make a decision that could be helpful for you. And, let's just talk. First off, design. Starting off strong, I get so many comments from haters who are it's the ugliest bag in the world. I'm have you ever been to... I'm not gonna name a brand. That would be mean. But there's uglier bag. This is a very plain, basic bag. It's very wearable. It gets the job done. And honestly, for me personally, when I think of a plain bag, this is what I think of. I think of... That's my mouse pad that I bring sometimes. I think of a rectangle with a subtle logo. Yes, it's big, but it is also still somewhat subtle, especially if you don't know this brand. Handles, straps, just a different way to carry it. It's so perfect as a bag. It's the opposite of bells and whistles in so much that it goes with whatever I'm wearing. I don't even have to think about it because it's a black bag. To me, this is the perfect work bag. It carries everything that I need for the day, even my lunch. In terms of the way that this was designed, I think this really was meant to be a workhorse, and it does everything that I need to do and more. The design of this is still prime for me, but not the number, because the number I'm gonna give is 9, and that's divisible by 3. All right, the next category is durability. Kind of the whole reason I'm making these videos, right? These update videos. Yeah, she's got some scuffs. Yeah, she has some weird warping on the logo that you can see it, but it will go away because this has happened before. It's because I had this sitting over the weekend with something else on top of it. I'm 100% honest. When I say I'm not gentle, I'm really not gentle with this bag. I typically wear it logo out, and you can see on this side, the scuffs are minimal. There's parts of the bag where I'm oh yeah, this just looks clean. Not brand new, of course, because it's been used a lot. There's a little bit of scuffing, so there is a scoonch of peeling at the corners, but that's should be expected. But none of the lining is ripping, which actually that is a little surprising for me, just because I have a very bad track record when it comes to linings of bags. I'm hoping that some of these video clips I'm showing you you're able to see that yes, there is some wear, but it's not that bad. But for me, the durability, straight up, 10. Cannot be topped. 10, 10, 10. So in terms of comfort, I've said this once, I've said it twice, I'm gonna say it a million times more. Versatility when it comes to carrying a bag is one of the ways to help you stay comfortable. When I am carrying my 10-pound laptop, I know the weight keeps changing, it can't like seem to like stick with it, you know? But like, me neither. But when I'm like carrying a laptop, a full water bottle, a Nalgene, a liter of water stuffed in here as well, with, which I know sounds insane, putting water right next to a computer. I have a mouse, charging cable, because this computer is so big that none of the charging cables in the office are enough for it, so they had to give us, or like it came with a separate one. You know, notebooks, pens,
no sleep,
my phone, anything else in here. My commute isn't like super long, but like when I'm walking around, if I had a bag that wasn't comfortable, I would hate it. I'm still using this. So having like, I don't know how many pounds of weight that are like resting on my shoulder or in my hand, and I don't have any complaints about it, I think is astonishing. I don't know, you think like bodies, like they get used to things, so then it makes things worse, if that makes sense. I think because I just switch this off so often, like shoulder to shoulder, crossbody. I don't do crossbody anymore. I've actually found that, I'll be honest with you, crossbody is not comfortable for me with this bag when it's super heavy. I don't think I like crossbodies unless it's like a smaller bag. I think a lot of you would probably agree with me there. But every other way, honestly perfect, and I have zero complaints about it. So I guess going back to how it's gonna score, I'm giving this a 10. Okay, so every time I talk about investment value, especially for the new ones, it's like, oh, I don't like it because they're talking about resale value, blah, 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 blah. I actually have decided to change my mind about that when we're talking specifically about these update videos, because the investment value to me also has to do with like daily usage or like use per wear, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And I 100% am going to relate the cost of the bag to the value of like how many times I'm able to wear it versus how much it wears down. But if you told me that this bag was, I think it's honestly closer to 5 years old, then it still looks like this after me using it for work like every day, I would be like, I wouldn't believe you. You know, the fact that this bag still looks, I'm not gonna mince words, but it looks as decent as it does for how old it is and how rough I am with it, this bag is 100% worth it. This is why I'm like so passionate about this, because like I literally use this bag every day and it looks so good still. Like I still get compliments from this bag from people. I'm like, why? So like for me, the investment value, through the roof, 10. Finishing off with the last category, impact. I will say the kind of attention that you get from this bag is pretty much the same as it has been. I know in the last video I mentioned that it's starting to rise in popularity, and there was actually one day where I saw like 3 different people wearing Telfars. They were all moving too fast, so I couldn't like compliment them on it. But I will say Telfar is definitely gaining some traction in Europe. And I know for a fact that like in the US, it's not uncommon to see people with Telfar still. I think I'm gonna give it a score that was like similar to the last one. So I will give it like a friendly 8. All right, so the end score of this is squarely an A. And I agree. This bag is just so impressive to me. Like, yes, it is like plastic, like it's not leather, but the fact that it's still, you know what? I have a video that I filmed, but it's probably not gonna come out till after this. This feels like that bag. Let me know in the comments, I guess, if you can guess what bag I'm talking about how this feels. This feels very good. It still feels like a very like soft leather type feeling, and I'm very happy with it. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm 100% a proponent of like, if you've been on the fence for a Telfar, for using it for like a work bag or something, this is 100% it. This is not going to disappoint you. As long as you like wearing a bag like on your shoulder or whatever, and you don't mind like the straps not detaching, which I don't mind. I actually like it because it feels sturdier that way, and I'm sure that's going to be a reason why I can use this bag even longer. But that's all I have for you this time. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content, that you too care about the design behind designer luxury. Until next time,